Yeah. Travel ride. Skip. You go. Travel ride. Yeah. Travel ride. Yeah. It's the Travel Rap Podcast.
What's really good, y'all, and welcome to the Travel Rap Podcast, the place where the art of storytelling meets the world of travel. I am your host, Frank Nitt, and for today's episode, we're going to continue our Dilla-themed episode celebrating Dilla Month, and for today's destination, we're going to the Eastside of Detroit, Michigan, into Dilla's home studio, where I want to speak about his process, his beat-making process, and it's not the only process, it's just one of the processes that he uses and that I found very, let's just say, interesting, right? So it starts with digging for records. It starts with crate digging and him going and finding records and finding the samples and pieces that he would like to use, right? So just a side note, I hated going record shopping with Dilla. It would take so long. It was so arduous. And I know y'all like, how are you next to him and don't like record shopping? And even more, wasn't you a DJ, Frank? Yes, I was a DJ, but I played new records. I didn't have to dig. I had to reach because all my records was on the wall when you went in the record store. All the records I played was already up there because it was the new stuff, right? So I didn't do any digging. Anyway, so it would start with that, with him digging for records. And inevitably, there would end up being a pile of records in the studio that he didn't listen to, that he didn't go through. He just bought them and they were sitting there. So on days when he would decide he wanted to clean up the studio, he would go through these records, right? But not just go through the records. He would take a record and put it on side A and just let it play. And while it's playing, he would get out his little duster. He kept a little duster, and he would dust his whole record collection, all his equipment, sweep up, clean up the studio. And during this process, he would listen to the A side of the record all the way through, never skip, never stop, never go to it. When it's over, flip it over, listen to the B side. Now, in the process of cleaning, he gets, 4 or 5 different records that go through, that he hears records on the A and the B side just playing through. He's not stopping them. He's just letting them play. He's just listening while he's cleaning. So his mind is on cleaning. He's dusting records and making sure things are in order and just doing all of the stuff to make the studio comfortable, right? And at some point when he's done, he'll say, "Hey Frank, man, I'm about to go over here and mess with something." So he'll go over to this pile of records that he'd been listening to, 4 or 5 records that he went through while he was cleaning. And when I tell you he'll put the record on, "Yeah, man, I want to use this," and just needle drop it to where he wants to sample from. And like, he didn't stop it he didn't even look at it while he was cleaning, but somehow he knows exactly where it is on the record. And it's like literally the 3rd record on side A at the end, right? And then he's going to say, "Yo, Frank, I want to take the 2nd record on side B, the last 30 seconds when the dude stopped playing the horn." Boom. And then he's going to find, "I like this drum kit from that 5th record we listened to on side B's song 7. And I would sit there and try to figure, like, I'm listening to the same records you playing. But like, you heard all these things. And then he would just go, and I'm kind of old, and but think about like the old West, right? And they would have those cashiers, and the cashier would put in the numbers and pull a lever, sting, and it would print the your total on the piece of paper so you can get a receipt, right? And they click, ding, click, right? So when he would get these samples, he would do this alien thing, right, where he would go and he would drop the needle, know what he's gonna get, right, and then he would chop it up and put it in the machine. And then it would just be like the alien would come out, and it'd just be hands and click, and he would turn the dial, and you would just hear click, zip, click, zip, click, zip, and 12 minutes later he push play, dog, and blow your face off. Blow your face off. But the bugged out part is that he formulated all this while cleaning and listening to say 15 other songs with other samples and all types of stuff. But he narrowed it down in his head while he's cleaning. And then makes this stuff that blow your face off. I'm just faceless in the basement. I'm just a faceless wonder in the basement. I still couldn't figure out. That's why I call him an alien. That's why I say he's one of the greatest. I seen things, bro. Seen things that kind of defied conventional wisdom with it. Just literally needle dropping samples after listening to 30 of them really fast, and then just go and say, yeah, I want that part and that part and that part, and take it, and then alien hands, click, 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 zip, blow your face off. J Dilla, man. I miss that guy, bro. And it's probably going to be our last episode for Dilla Month, so I appreciate y'all riding with us. It's the Travel Rap Podcast. It's the boy Frank Nitt. See y'all next time. Peace!
Yeah. Travel rap. Skin. You go. Travel rap. Yeah. Travel rap. Yeah. It's the Travel Rap Podcast.